Suppose I can't argue with that, can I?
Penny, we only know what you choose to tell us, so why not help us out?
Very well. Penelope Pointer is actually not very important at all. She pales in comparison to those who came before her and to those that came after. Living at Tangle Tower, it is very difficult to attain the levels of self-realization you probably take for granted.
This is so
you
sad.
sure this is a Tangle Tower thing
Yeah.
and not a you thing?
Perhaps you didn't notice. Not one of them is happy, not one.
True.
So why stay? Why not just leave?
I thought she did leave. Penny, you said you traveled, didn't you?
I did. Many times I've walked away. It did not help me. You saw the family tree hanging in the grand hall, did you not?
Yes.
Yeah, it lists a bunch of people who don't live here anymore.
A bunch of people who don't live here anymore. I couldn't have put it better myself. My mother, for one. My father,
Yes.
too. The other two Remingtons. Poppy's mother, Primrose. And her brother, Richard.
And Fitz's father.
That's 5. 5 people that might have lived here, but don't.
Wait, these 5 people are the one in the photos. These are the founders. So the 5 founders left. Huh. That's weird. That's interesting.
And that was the first question I wanted answered.
You
Why?
wanted to know where they'd all gone?
More than that,
Hmm.
I wanted to know if I belonged with them. I have no place here. Not among the Fellows, the Remingtons, or the Pointers. But I felt there must be a reason why everyone else left. Some common purpose they all shared. Perhaps it could be my purpose too.
So, what did you actually do about it?
Nothing I could do at first. Nobody would tell me anything. The more questions I asked, the fewer answers I got.
Hmm.
Then I found it. I was 19. Same age Freya is now.
Found what?
The study. Oh my god. I think she killed her because Freya was able to find what she was looking for and wasn't able to. There's a lot of things that don't make sense, honestly, for me, but let's leave that for now. What else? We also know Penny was like, she is looking for some kind of freedom, we could say, because she doesn't want to be in Tangle Tower. She doesn't feel like she belongs here. So she wants to find the founders that are not here anymore. None of the founders stayed in the mansion. They all left, which is weird because they were the ones to build the mansion. And she wants to find them to see if she belongs there. So yeah, finding a place where she could belong for once. And Penny found the study at 19. Freya did too. Freya just turned 19, like the victim. So she found the
The
study.
study. The one hidden in the middle of the house. It's right next to a bedroom.
I'd hear voices at night, deep ones. And the strangest thing, the wall behind my bed would get incredibly hot. For hours on end, the paint would peel, wallpaper wouldn't stay up. I thought I was cursed. I thought it was something trying to break through. Eventually, I couldn't take it anymore. I found my way in the same way you did. Once you know it's there, it's simple.
So, you got into the study and found the incinerator. That must have been a relief, right?
It was still warm when I found it. Then, I looked inside.
Ooh, this is closed. The area of Misted Mansion. Wait, the incinerator was closed.
Let's
Why?
see how thorough you've been. Tell me, do you know what a misted is?
Misted?
Yes. I know.
Mistids? Sure, yeah.
You're more observant than I thought.
I know.
Sorry, what are we talking about?
They are the things from the book, if you remember.
It's a collective term from before my time. Birds, insects, amphibians, anything living off the lake water. The mutation can take several generations, or it can happen overnight.
Wait, mystids. Like cryptids. Like Bigfoot or whatever.
Well,
A little
I guess.
egregious, isn't it? I suspect that was an intentional parallel.
Hmm.
The main difference being mystids are perfectly real. They're just kept secret.
Mhm.
Or at least, that was the original plan. As it happened, some got out. Quite a few got out.
How do you know all this?
When I entered the study at 19, I found a single object that rather changed my life. Something which answered my questions while at once creating all new ones.
What if the founders are looking for the mystics that escape it? Or, like, I don't know. That would make sense why they left. Okay. Something Penny found in the study that answered her questions. In the study. All of the study is here. What did she find in the study? So this is in the study, this is in the study, this is too. This and this. This is Penny's. What is this? No, this is Penny's, so it doesn't make sense that it is that. Maybe it's this? I don't think it's
The
this.
5 missing family members standing together as a single unit, calling themselves the ambassadors of Misted Mansion.
So, the house was renamed from Misted Mansion to Tangle Tower?
And rightly
Yes.
so. The age of Misted Mansion is long past. When I looked inside the incinerator on my first visit to the study, I found nothing but ash. The afterimage of a bygone era, denied to me in its entirety. The study, the room at the bottom of the lake itself, all empty shells. I felt my only hope lay with the ambassadors. If I could find them, maybe they'd share the family history that Flora and the others were trying so hard to forget.
How did you track them down?
It was tough. They'd taken almost everything. Books, maps, charts, the creatures themselves, all lost, taken away or destroyed. But I got lucky. I got a lead. I found one, and he led me to the rest.
So, right, she found the study, but maybe she didn't find the basement until she found something else. Something else. What else? I'm thinking. This is weird. She found the study first, and they took the misted creatures with them. And also, well, or they took them, or they destroyed them. That's what she is saying. And that would make sense why the lake is empty. But why would they take them away? Like, yes, like, this doesn't make any sense, because Penny is saying that the water from the lake is what turned them into mystics. So why? Doesn't make sense.
And what happened? Why'd you paint out all their faces?
They didn't help you either, did they?
19-year-old me had imagined they'd all left with a mission, a unified purpose, but they hadn't. They were, in fact, every bit as fractured as the people that still live here. Most of them had left tracking escaped mystics. Some claimed to be researchers, others little more than hunters. All 5, completely useless to me.
Even your own parents?
Eventually, I returned to Tangle Tower. I had nowhere else to go. I considered giving up.
Yes, I think it's the dream thing. I mean, she said Freya had freedom, and she didn't. Yeah, it pretty much looked like that. So she did found the founders. She didn't comment about her parents, so that pretty much is I don't give a fuck about you. So all the I don't why all the ambassador left and keep on with doing whatever else. Yes. Why would they do that? Like, they came to this mansion, well, they came to this lake, built a mansion, took care of these creatures, and then just left? Why? Like, nothing makes sense. And she said some were hunters and some were whatever else. So they probably destroyed the things. Maybe they found out something about these creatures that was so bad that they had to destroy them and then just run away.
But instead, I made a decision.
I'm pretty sure we're finishing the game.
There was only one person at Tangle Tower still of interest to me. My dear Uncle Pointer had suddenly made a show of taking up astronomy. A fairly superficial charade. I don't think many people were fooled by it. But I knew it wasn't just a falsehood. It was a mask. Pointer had found something from the era of Misted Mansion.
The bug. Yes. I mean, it's the only thing that was.
So where did he get the beetle?
I cannot be sure. But I theorize that he received it in the post.
In the post? From who?
Who can say? Someone outside Tangle Tower.
From the post. Then that means the founders did take the creatures with them. Or maybe they only took a bit of them, like some of them. But on the post. Who sends a bag on the post? Imagine you open a letter and then a bag flies out of there. I hate that. But maybe that letter is what had the bag.
But the thought that he would be in contact with such a person, all that time, I decided to take what was owed to me.
Maybe it's Poppy's mother, the one that had the bag. I mean, she did like flowers, so maybe, I don't know, some relationship with flowers and bags. It's a bit of a stretch, but whatever.
So you stole it.
Stealing the beetle turned out to be only the first step. Upon realizing it was gone, Pointer made little effort to disguise his frustration. I asked what was bothering him. He foresaw no risk in sharing a little of the truth with his niece. He told me he'd lost a rare treasure, something he'd been keeping safe. I suggested, innocently, that perhaps it was not lost. Perhaps it had been stolen. He was very ready to believe he'd been the victim of theft. When I offered to call in a private detective, he jumped on the idea. She arrived the next day. Hawkshaw prides herself on her punctuality, as you know.
Why, though?